Now, I understand there are quite a few people who aren't excited for the Four Nations face-off in February, and I get it. No Czechia, no Russia, no Germany now with Draisaitl, Stützle, Seider. They'd be a fun underdog to watch here, so I don't blame anybody for not being excited to watch this tournament. For me though, the first international competition where we get to see Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr all play together, that in and of itself has got me fired up, not to mention the talent on the other teams. I already did initial projections for Canada and USA, probably going to do final ones for all 4 teams as we approach the tournament, but look, by far the thing that fascinates me the most here is the conversation around who should play with McDavid and Crosby. Assuming they're on separate lines, of course, because even if it's just for a shift, when you badly need a goal to tie up a game or something, I want to see a loaded up line of Crosby on the left, McDavid in the middle, and McKinnon on the right. In honor of that new bargain deal he just signed with Pittsburgh, and the fact that there's pretty much no way this guy's not going to be the captain of this team, let's start with 87. Now, a lot of people's minds are going to instantly gravitate to the all Nova Scotia line, and rightfully so. They've trained a bunch together in the summers. Crosby and Marchand had some really nice chemistry at the 2016 World Cup of Hockey for Team Canada, and it gives you a really nice mix of speed, skill, hockey IQ, and just straight up snarl. Again, I'd like to see McDavid and McKinnon together even just for a little bit, just because like the all-gas nature of those two being a pairing, especially in a short sprint couple week tournament like this, it would be wild to see, but as a longer term pairing, I think McKinnon and Crosby would complement each other better than 97 would with 29. Crosby's so good at making those slick passes, working on those edges in the corners and below the goal line, and McKinnon's got that great speed to just gallop the puck through the neutral zone. They'd be able to make a lot of hay with their puck possession, and I do like Marchand as a potential left winger on that line, but another guy I'd wonder about almost as like a dark horse would be shifting Crosby over to the left while still allowing him to take draws, letting the dog use his speed freely all over the ice as a centerman, and having takeaway king Mark Stone as the right winger. Kind of a jarring choice at first glance, I know, but this guy's so smart and responsible with and without the puck. If he's healthy, I could see him integrating well with those two and providing something a little unique and different that could really balance out and complement the line. But my first choice would be all Nova Scotia. For 97, it gets even more interesting. Now, I've seen quite a few people go 2014 Chris Kunitz, Sidney Crosby here and attach Zach Hyman to McDavid's hip for this tournament. Although, even though nowadays we get like 8 or 9 guys who get over 100 points, in that year there was only one 100-point scorer and one 50-goal scorer. Even when playing with prime Crosby, Kunitz never came close to the goal total Hyman just got. And look, I love Zach Hyman, you guys know this. Super happy for the dude that he just scored 50 goals. I do think that if Zach Hyman is on this team, he's either going to be, riding shotgun with McDavid, or I could see him being really effective in a dog-on-a-bone shutdown 4th-line role. But because they play so much together already on the Oilers, I'd love to see McDavid get paired with some high-end elite talent here that he normally wouldn't get the chance to play with. I think Connor Bedard's going to have a big year here, and similar to how I think Crosby and McKinnon complement each other well as a pair, I could absolutely see the same from 97 and 98. McDavid being able to wheel and deal all over the ice with the puck should allow Bedard to be able to focus on just being an elite sniper. It's exciting to think about it, and alongside them, I think you need someone who's got really good speed, the hands and hockey IQ to keep up with those two, and probably most importantly, the playmaking ability to make this a truly elite number 1 line. I know whether it's Bedard or him, one of them's going to be off wing, but I don't think that's a deal breaker, and maybe that's a good thing to have Bedard in almost like an Ovechkin left winger situation. I think Mitch Marner fits the bill and would round this line out really nicely. Here's another guy who I think is in for a big regular season. Contract year, meshes well with elite talent. I don't think we're necessarily going to see shutdown playoff hockey at this tournament, and when Marner's cooking, his playmaking abilities are off the charts. I don't think this will be like the playoffs. I think you put him in an environment on a line that breeds offensive playmaking and creativity. I think he'll stand out as somebody who belongs up there with McDavid. Now, I'm excited for this. I want to hear from you guys. Who do you think should play with McDavid and Crosby? Maybe putting them together is the best thing. Let me know who you think and why. There's probably going to be some dark horse picks in there. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.